student. Today I will tell you about the inflation. What is inflation and how it can be controlled? What is inflation and how it can be controlled? Then, inflation is caused by the failure of aggregate supply to equal the increase in aggregate demand. Inflation can therefore be controlled by increasing the supplies of goods and services and reducing money incomes in order to control aggregate demand. So clear? Inflation is a cause by failure of aggregate supply. What are the effects of inflation? My next question is, what are effects of inflation? Inflation erodes purchasing power or how much of something can be purchased with currency. Inflation erodes the value of cash. It encourages consumers to spend and stock up on items that are slower to lose value. It lowers the cost of borrowing and reduces unemployment. And my next question is about inflation. Is inflation good or bad? Amazing. Is inflation good or bad? If you have money, inflation is a very good thing. If people owe you money, inflation is a bad thing, and the market's expectations for inflation rather than Fed policy have a greater bearing on investment like the 10-year treasury with a longer time horizon, according to financial advisor. Inflation is good when you owe money, and inflation is very bad when you spend your money on other things. Markets' expectations for inflation rather than Fed policy have a greater bearing on investment, like the 10-year is a very long time, 10-year treasury with a longer time horizon. Who benefits from inflation? And the next question, who benefits from inflation? If wages increase with inflation and if the borrower already owed money before the inflation occurred, the inflations benefit the borrower. This is because the borrower still owes the same amount of money, but now they more money in their paycheck to pay off the debt. Mean wages increase with inflation is a good for the money out. Before inflation occurred, the inflation benefits the borrower. And the next question is, what are the three causes of inflation? Very simple question. What are the three causes of inflation? There are three causes, main causes of inflation: demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, and built-in inflation. These are the three main causes of inflation: demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, and built-in inflation. Demand pull inflation refers to the situation where there are not enough products or services being produced to keep up with demand, causing their prices to increase. This is the situation of demand pull inflation. Demand pull inflation refers to the situation where there are not enough products or services being produced to keep up with demand, causing their prices or increase. Thanks for listening and watching. Thanks for support my channels and my Facebook page. Thank you.